Awkward. I've been charged with
And you seek out one whose name I had not thought.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it didn't. Clive, I fear she are
The executive.
Coveters of a clandestine organization committed to the collect one such text, being the tome Vivian seek, a tale which could overturn the or
How is it that
why they lurk in the shadow,
which would explain why
by the hand of...
But what drives them?
Fine quick. Sadly, you may just assume...
And my hunt was... What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air. Rumors of the executors, but rather less so. I had a friend, alas, but though he did not mention it by name, if you were, by some chance...
Very well. I'll be sure to...
What is it?
It's hardly everything.
And a whip. You can... You take care now.
Say what you will. Lady Karen...
Ned, if you...
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the sky? You aren't trying to give the...
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're... Is this really so important?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to... It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so the Fallen had their chance, but not me. Well...
And is that a...
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise. If at first I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Moss. Then I'll need some bone, or...
If it's beast bones you're after.
No, they'll know where...
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to... My name is Herman. I wish to be deployed to Earth.
No, I will not send good men and women. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retreat. I was raised in an orphanage. Or rather, it was not a place of nurture. We were tortured. And few ever survived long enough.
I can't imagine.
I lost, but they must be remembered. The Institute was...
You were a good friend, but the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid.
Too dangerous for you. I'll go to
You will?
I won't let you...
I don't...
You can start by telling...
Be the grace. Hidden in...
All right.
May them...
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not
All right, Sid.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone, Vern.
Most bones are the same. Whack, if it's durability you're looking for.
I do. Will any old adamant...
Well, with shells, but don't expect to make...
I'll keep that in mind. It's still here. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home. Sorry for the wait. We're ready. It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough.
Your Grace, my lord.
Cyril.
Yes. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive
The day before we left for Phoenix.
What are these?
His plans for the duchy, the complete But your father's dream did not end there. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins.
He wished to see men and bearers treat. Small wonder he did not.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Nor would he have entrusted those who would have stood with you.
It's a pity.
'Tis true that those but one.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain. After all, the duties entrusted to me, but...
And where is...
She awaits you in the Ark.
Thank you, sir. Shall we then?
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
My lord, I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant. Your father, the Archduke...
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude.
I merely did my duty.
My lady.
What exactly is...
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the...
Indeed it had.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Alas, he had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me. It was your father's wish, but with his grace long since gone. You are grown men now, and while I would not presume, I know that...
Thank you.
What say you,
What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am...
Do you know where we might...
I do. It is found in the bellies of Elder Griff. We do at least know where to find one.
A certain
You are most perceptive, In fact, this is the very... Were you to slay it in his...
What say you?
What else? Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Lord Marquis?
What is it?
One of our brethren. He sent an...
Was he
No. The object of his study was a savior cult, an ancient relic by gaining an...
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash?
Fully. I entrusted the mission to... Though he has been silent, yet it seemed only right to inform. For as you so...
But Ash is a...
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him... Mickleburg was it? It lies, if...
Right.
You are... Go then.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
Faster!
Eyes peeled, Joshua. You deserve a rest.
There it is.
The House Rosfield. Slow. Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Are you buying or selling? A fine choice. Anything else? Go safely.
Oh, the griffin is...
And the Heartstone clip.
Yes, this radiant... Thank you, your father would be...
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. If you would excuse me. The armbands are prey. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet. Oh. And the graven vines encircling the stone.
It's a message. Enemies who would thwart his vision.
And only if we stood together.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of but this was more. It was a
Thank you for remaining.
Forgive me, there is something I don't. The Undying told me that after even if the armbands were incomplete, so.
Because I was the keeper of the vault, of the deep love he had. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewellery be sent away from... I tried to warn you. When word of the fire reached Rosalith,
And thank the fact.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. And so he informed me that his Grace's...
Lady Goditha.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord, for coming back to us.
The bands suit you. That must be gratifying.
It is.
If you would permit me to play let him see that you...
I suppose. What do you say?
I was hoping to be able to offer him.
Your father's helm. Since the day I prithee, claim it. For it, and I do not doubt that your father would...
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? It looks like we found him. I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions?
Here to help me? Thanks, but I'll...
You're really going to...
I am, but...
If it's with him...
It's the children, and if I leave them here, they surely will. I can think of only...
Of course.
Thank you, Clark.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Ville. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely
What?
Every last one of them.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic... We need to Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike... Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of... The children stay with me. Tell them to prepare.
Understood.
I'll do what I can.
What's in a...
You have to listen to me. They're coming. We need to evacuate.
Why do they always have to make such a...
What do you want?
To pass on an import. There's been an ether flood. Now, the camp with the so-called League of... They're no longer just bandits. You need to begin preparing.
Oh, do we?
Lubob, you may believe.
But why would he lie about...
Some twisted attempt. If he had not been unmasked, a great honor. One he might...
Lord Underhill, Luborg...
You may not trust me. If there is any...
There isn't. Now be off.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Furder.
How long? We have until these Akashic arrive, do you think?
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Furder.
Sid.
I went to warn Conrad. They've convinced themselves that not the bloody which means the tap, but I can. You only have to...
I appreciate.
Sid!
Victor.
I couldn't abandon Blue Boys in need.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Run!
Just go!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go! Just go!
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
No. Come on.
Stop! You're hurting him! Ah! Ah! Oh. Oh. What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well? Does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going! And you act like he doesn't even exist!
Yes, Rabbi.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then.
Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain this. The ether flood occurred near the place had been abandoned until the League of Outlaws. Now they're all turned, and
They are mine. With the bandits, we at least... When these creatures come, the town guard will muster at the north gate. Both forces will provide men to serve as scout. And as soon as it has been... Conrad, can I count it?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordinate, and the command of our men.
consider it as you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the towns... And tell the merchant not to waste time. As long as we survive, our riches can be regained. And if anyone...
Very well.
Where do I fit into this?
Where else? I would like you to... Main host is most likely still...
A little guard? Luckily.
So you... All right then. Now it's...
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? We can't leave a single one alive.
This one. Get him. Double kill. Odin.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to
All the Akashic we were... Seems that might be the
last of them here. Lubo. Clyde!
It's done.
I knew...
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back, and we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory...
We Lubor. After all...
But we did... We only...
We need you, Lubor.
So, you do
We do. It is a stain on...
I see. But I will...
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do... If the town guard and the merchant... Unity is the key to when that time comes...
Of course.
And... You will accept that the mistreatment of bearers, any bearer within our... They will not be judged by what...
As we failed to...
We agreed.
Condition. Well then, it's... How fit. Not so long ago, and now...
Here. Lubor.
Fear not. I would sooner face another horde of I'll make...
I don't doubt, and not just the children.
Can't have all...
Let's go.
Yeah! Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then?
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
It's the Duke. Unsurprising. The town was left all, and though my dear, so I was wondering.
Of course.
Thank you, Philippe.
Where can I find...
Here, my lady. To whom do I?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of I wish to speak.
Very well. I trust you.
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and indeed, for continuing to... Yet I fear he must be made...
And who?
I would. Were you to join us...
Does that not seem...
Drastic action is precisely what my father would have it, but he is wrong. Scornful of... But he cannot... We must...
Fight him. Respectfully, while I understand your...
False hope. But I see that you're If you will... I bid you good...
She certainly has.
Indeed. Which may be enough to seal the fate. This is all about her.
Family.
I'm sorry. Yes. But perhaps it's better.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot...
I'm nervous. Well met, Sid. This is the initiative.
At your service, Master.
Please, just...
Oh, the sergeant says you're...
To become a scout, yeah.
I am. But I...
Who would that be?
Gav. No magic. No, it taught me what one man... And I've been training it.
You clearly have good intentions, Ember.
So...
Yeah. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record and bring it here.
And bring it here?
No. Sneak. You'll need to assess all without being...
Ember. Gav isn't our best scout because he...
Know my limits. I won't let you down.
On my way. All right, Ember. It's me.
And what can I do for you? An excellent choice. The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
The way things are going at the garrison, it'll be up to us to defend the town soon.
So you are content to abandon... Please, if you were a true son...
That's exactly what I... Or trying to, at least.
Even when our Fine. Thank you so much.
She cornered you?
Could hardly get a word like father-like.
She made an uninvited, hoping to convince the...
Anyway.
Our mutual friend.
Oh, right, as all. We've had some
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to
Right.
You know, Grieger's...
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other...
Good girl.
Yeah!
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
You're finished! All yours, Torgal!
Clive! Are you all right?
I am. I dispatched...
Well, there's some... But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to offend...
Do you have eyes in...
Some. You head back to...
What do you mean?
Her ladyship stirring up ill...
What? I'll do what I can. Be careful.
Don't worry, I'm not...
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like I got them spaced out at regular
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured, should any of your men...
Thank you, Millet.
I'll play my... You still want for numbers? I only hope I can... Philippe.
Of course. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Orif. I fought a few of these things.
All right.
Thank you.
You can thank us when...
Till then, madame.
When the fighting begins...
I want steel in the hands of every man or woman.
If any get by, you can trust we'll be here to meet them head on.
Come on.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun. I wonder how the others... Better hurry back to...
Clive.
And you, the road to Oriflamme. How did you and your...
Well, we ended up fighting for...
Glad to hear it.
Well, I thank you both.
You were right, and I was wrong. I had thought that without us they would drift apart. But you, not by force, nor by the exercise, but by simply being...
Our purpose was ever the same. You were merely distracted by a lofty...
As did he. His radiance said, I forgot that.
I'm sorry. I should never have taken... I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I...
Do not blame yourself. I should have listened to you.
Your Eminence. But I believe this. We all want sick, and we may yet... Will you join?
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, and today there...
Madam Isabel, I see.
You're right.
Forgive me for saying. The dame said it herself, and that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said.
Well, I should see it.
Can we get you anything?
Just a little further.
This the last one?
How goes the treat? I'll be happy to... Don't mention it.
Oh, but I'm...
Tell me, but I sense you... For you, madame.
Very well. I was Carla then. So sought afterward. Alas, for naive as I fell in love with. He was my master's guard after they discovered us, and so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to... Until we found... It was the veil that took us, that fed us. Those that could be healed, at least.
He passed away.
He did, but at least we were able to share a few moments. It was the greatest gift. But the generosity of this town, the men and women of the... Though I was still a stranger to them. And so I would repay.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing.
Perhaps that is why I have such a... Never stop, and I shan't. I know that the people, all unite. And what of you? Can we count on you?
Always.
Faster!
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword! I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Over here! My turn!
Ember, are you... gone?
The garrison said they'd take it
up. Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his... He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had...
The right... I believe this is the logbook you...
Hey? Don't you tell me you breached the tower while
What? To bring the thing back with...
He has you then, his heir.
But Sid!
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. Don't you leave...
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
What are you looking for?
A fine choice. May Gilbert smile upon you.
Do you see that too?
Papa?
What is it? Oh, please.
Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Come on. Run like the wind. can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men.
A little longer than I'd... Field Marshal Havel, are either of you injured?
No, my lord.
Fucking traitor. But I hadn't thought the correct... It's a fucking... You're interfering, old... My lord, or a Scythia...
Call me what you want. It doesn't change. Or the urgency of the message.
Before I agree... I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. We will need an envoy.
I'm flattered, and I have other... What we need is a skilled arbiter.
Is that so? And would...
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, I suppose we'll all have to find a
I shall.
My lord, your lord uncle...
And I will see them.
Very good.
Huh. An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin. Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I can walk from here.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep...
Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me. Go on, then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands...
I know it's a lot to ask.
And you'd have me give up the people of... You'll have to find...
I'm sorry.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on it? Who's to say you could...
A stirring... I fear that any...
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want... I can arrange for a...
That would be very... I hear the roads are far from...
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Come on.
Yeah!
Time to fight.
This be Mickelberg.
Be safe.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too?
Heed the call? No, to be honest, I... What are you doing here?
It is my home.
You keep...
They came to perform the rite. This village, where they shall cast...
Give them...
Oh, Lord.
Le free... They want... Forgive me.
You mean the traveler from...
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Excuse me.
I am. Lord Ros...
That's right, and you must be the...
I am.
Cyril was what...
Then I must... I did not mean to trouble them.
He said that you...
I came here to study the followers. You have seen them at... They devote them praying night and day. Not that they might be cross. Serve him. I, too, swore to devote my... And so I would see these, that they might do their...
You do understand?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their will. I know that it may be hard to believe, but forgive me, my lord. Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out. An ether flood. Oh no. There must be some... Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready. What now? We meet again. I've killed your kind before. Damn it! Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord, just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
My lord, I'm glad.
I met with your third.
Thank you, my... He remained?
He died to protect. I buried him in Mickelberg.
If you...
The villagers, they prayed to their... Then Anitha, your brother sacrificed, even knowing that...
Then he... For the right to choose how one dies. A noble ambition. It matters not how, only that we live according for better.
But he didn't die for your creed. And you still believe that...
I believe we of the and this was his.
I'd like to know this, to know the names of all the Undying who fought. They died serving my house. That is my...
Of course, I shall fetch my lord. It the greatest honor, though our... And were they here?
Are you buying or selling? Of course. A fine choice. Anything else? Take care.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry. To the stables, girl. There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gate. It's a different story inside, though. If Chadwick was...
Don't give up hope just yet. Let me check.
Then I'll search the...
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer. I have... Locked up tight.
This one.
So this place, and I doubt that.
This one. All yours, Torgal. Sick him. Get him. Sick him.
Have care. Quiet. Quiet.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Quiet.
This one.
Minimal loss of even the Imperial. They were feeding. Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No lockdown.
I know. Bearers die every day, and pitting bearers against a wild beast. And not just those who could fight, but... and those who wouldn't.
I'm afraid.
Then we're too...
Don't say that.
Our key.
Perhaps it will fit. Finish up here.
All right.
Let's see what we can find down here. A survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be... Are you alone?
Some of the guard.
Thank the fu...
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you paused... What?
He fought the monster. He must have sent you. Where is he?
Chadwick.
Was that...
We have to get out of here.
Doris?
All right.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers. Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. This one.
Sid, are you...
I'm fine. What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on.
No. I'll see that she's looked after.
From what I hear, you've bet.
She is. Slowly, but sure. I thank the flame.
I know. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. How he fought. That's the man I remember.
I wish I could have met. I'd like to hear more.
Of course. You already met my former master. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. For years, we were her daggers in the shop, so we escaped. After so many years of training,
But even in cap, and he died, not as someone's tool.
Hyde Marie is proof of... And the curse breakers, I'll fight until...
Thank you, Doris.
You should have. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back.
Yes. Truth be told, but from what?
No. Ember lost his nut, but he didn't lose heart.
Indeed it is. The fact remains, however, that all I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember...
Wait, Sergeant. And this time he was found wanting, after all.
With a bit of hard work, any hand, but a scout's nose is different by sniffing out that log. Young Ep wouldn't do to...
Fine.
I'll do what? I'll spend my days and I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. Just like some... And if you ask me, that time the curse break...
You couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I was...
Forgive me, Sid.
But that's why we need men like Ember. Remember that.
I will...
There's something about it.
Uncle, the field mark... Rutherford is accompanying him, but they will await...
One other.
Lord Havel was concerned. He asked if... I might have a solution.
One.
Master Quinton would probably call...
Another out. Just the thing we need to put these good-thinking class...
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can, you still haven't mentioned...
Oh, don't. The Seven High. They have all agreed to make the most... Oh, of course it did, but luckily...
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumour has it that...
It was more of...
Well, she had a shipload of talents delivered to my private... And when the other houses... Now, join us there at your early...
Of course.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the...
You find another bloody road? That is, unless you'd have...
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says that my soldiers actually need their rations. They'll be dead even...
If perhaps I might suggest those supply routes are indeed allow them to make port and fill there. But I'm sure that you wish to do such for... Rutherford spoke for...
Us?
I can't stand that.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the...
And what kind of
criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe.
Upstanding.
Once more unto the breach.
Shall we begin? What we seek here is not to create a new... We wish simply to bring... And to do that, we must convince those in power... The General. There will be disagreements, yes. If we show them that the fate of the world lies in my nephew, but the well-being of her people lies in our...
Uncle Byron.
Now, with that... For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthe... Well,
That it is.
this is the role. We shall play our parts to the best of our... The realm needs... I
will.
Sorry. Can't take you in.
What do you think that thing is?
It's a damn distraction.
And how the hell is it going to...
There's something about it.
Mid? Tell me.
It's and a cogwheel. Gear's that small or a bastard to make, and I may...
Wait, the children. When they took apart your skin, now that I think about it,
The young'uns? I'll keep working on the model.
Sid!
She wasn't. She's just busy.
A new invent? Is it an...
Do you think she'll let it...
That just so happened. A brass gear.
Oh, the one you forgot!
We saved it.
Since your lesson, we've been all the pieces that...
That's...
Look! I found it! Is that all?
That's all for now.
Thanks, Sid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Well?
They did.
Will it work?
What exactly?
Only the most The wings aren't going to move on their own. Well... That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a track, won't be much of a prize if it... But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? And I reckon I've got...
I'm sure you... What shall I do with your model?
What, thou? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive.
Sound advice.
Still, seeing as you're always... Suppose I can give it...
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Has Midadol mentioned any... project yet?
You alright?
Something trouble.
It's just...
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always... Yeah, I'll let the...
So?
Well, the problem is...
Is there anything I can... All right, then.
A good luck charm.
Not just that.
No. One, there's not lucky, and all the thing is...
Only the big...
That or the bird who's ours.
Well, there's no shortage. I think I might make that...
You're a good...
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport.
If...
First the skies, then the crystal.
Yep. Crack the crystal. Not a very good one, but then... Not saying fortune, do you? And?
Joshua, I don't think I'd realized how...
I suppose it's...
She doesn't think...
And that's why we need to let her know that we still need her. But how to...
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father and Jill and I broke from the procession to write...
To see the snow. It was the first time Father had a... And when he realized you were missing...
In the rain. It was the Lord Commander who finally found...
And then it seems you and Jill...
Man's Hill.
Oh, true. Though I...
You're saying I should go and...
There's something about it.
through